Can I have your attention, please? It's time for Morgan's Drag Show for Busy People, hosted by Morgan Wood. Put your hands together.
Hi everyone, welcome to Morgan's Drag Show for Quarantined People. If you've never been to one of my online or live shows before, you're in for a little surprise. The chorus of this song goes more, 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 and I want you to shout Morgan on the third more. Do you think you can do that? Let's see. I won't be able to hear you, so who knows? Good job, everyone. Hi, hello. I'm Morgan Wood. Welcome to my little show. So glad you could all be here. Yeah, if you've never been to one of my shows before, I used to host shows in the before times when we were able to, meet in person, be in groups of people, touch others. Yeah, I don't remember what that was like either. But I used to host a show in a little bar here in Berlin called Morgan's Drag Show for Busy People, which was an early evening weekday show that was aimed at people who didn't want to stay up all night watching drag, like me. And since going online, the show kind of named itself, basically. So here we are, Morgan's Drag Show for Quarantine People. This is the 12th edition. I've been doing this for almost a year. Yeah. And yeah, the very exciting part of doing online shows is it allows me to interact with and connect with other drag performers who I might not be able to meet in person otherwise in Berlin. So this evening we have a very exciting lineup of performers from Berlin and beyond. You are not ready for all the talent we have. Can you hear that? My nails? Yeah, I did nails for you. Yeah, usually I just have 3 guests. Tonight we have 5 guest performers. Oh my goodness. How exciting. Yeah, and since I've kind of upgraded my technology here at Morgan Wood HQ, I thought I would give you a little tour of my home, my humble home. Hi, this is just my house. Yeah, so this is the pool. This is where you get to sunbathe naked only. I'm sorry, we do not allow bathing suits. No. So yeah, it's my modest house in the Hollywood Hills, I guess. Isn't technology wonderful? Yes. So, we're going to kick the show off with a little performance from me, your host. Do you think you can handle that? I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure that you're ready, to be honest. This is pretty spectacular, if I do say myself. So, I don't know. Let me know in the chat. Are you ready for this? I mean, not jelly, because A, vegan, and B, skinny white girl. But, are you ready? Please give it up for your host, Morgan Wood.
Hey Killer Bees, it's Paula B from PaulaBFitness.com, and on tap today, it's day 6 of the Weight Loss for Women Over 50 series. And you guys, today is standing abs. That means that there is no jumping because it's not really cardio. There's no transitions to the ground. There's no equipment needed, and there's no squatting. When you're ready for this one, I'm totally ready. Let's go. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get moving and grooving. And that means that we're going to get started with some arm circles and high knees like we do. You guys, here on day 6, even if you are brand new to the Paula B Fitness channel, if you have been following along for these 6 days of our Weight Loss for Women Over 50 series, you've probably gotten used to this warm-up by now. And I want you to know that this warm-up is the warm-up. This warm-up actually is scientifically proven by, me personally, to warm up every single joint in your body. No matter what pace of a workout we're doing today, you want to make sure that all of your muscles, all of your joints, all of your bones, all of your tendons and ligaments are ready for whatever load we're giving them today. And this particular warm-up gets all of the major spots in your body as well as your heart and lungs. And because I do the same thing every time, I can actually do this without thinking too hard. Sometimes I still mess it up, honestly, but I can talk to you while we're doing this warm-up about what the day holds for us. And my friends, oh my gosh, the day holds for us a little bit of balance practice and a whole lot of super fun standing abs exercises. Let's go ahead and do some arm crossers with booty kickers. Really thinking about opening up that chest.
Common love isn't for us. We created something phenomenal. Don't you agree? Don't you agree? You got me feeling diamond rich. Nothing on this planet compares to it. Don't you agree? Don't you agree? Who needs to go to sleep when I got you next to me? All night, I ride with you. I know you got my back, and you know I got you. So come on, come on, come on. Let's get physical. Lights out, follow the noise. Baby, keep on dancing like you ain't got a choice. So come on, come on, come on. Let's get physical. Adrenaline keeps on rushing in. Love the simulation we're dreaming in. Don't you agree? Don't you agree? I don't wanna live another life, 'cause this one's pretty nice. Living it up. Who needs to go to sleep when I got you next to me? All night, I ride with you. I know you got my back, and you know I got you. So come on, come on, come on. Let's get physical. Lights out, follow the noise. Baby, keep on dancing like you ain't got a choice. So come on, come on, come on. Let's get physical. Hold up, just a little tighter. Come on, hold up. Tell me if you're ready. Come on, baby, keep on dancing. Let's get physical. Hold up, just a little tighter. Come on, hold up. Tell me if you're ready. Come on, baby, keep on dancing. Let's get physical. All night, I ride with you. I know you got my back, and you know I got you. So come on, come on, come on. Let's get physical. Lights out, follow the noise. Baby, keep on dancing like you ain't got a choice. So come on, come on, come on. Let's get physical. Let's get physical. Physical. Let's get physical. Come on, physical.
Oh, that's so kind of you. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, so that was a little number by me. One surprising thing that I've discovered from this pandemic lockdown situation is that I actually really like making videos, and video editing is something I'm kind of good at, if I do say so myself. And I enjoy. Who knew? Who knew I was going to become a video editor? I mean, talk about pivoting. I mean, not really. Still a drag queen. Still putting on shows, acting a fool. But now I can also do it in video form. Like I said, I was going to show you around my house. So let's move into one of my many lounges. Oh, hi. Oh, yeah, it's very eclectic in here. I like a lot of different styles. It reflects my personality. Very versatile, multifaceted. That's me. Yeah. So hi, welcome. Make yourself comfortable. But don't sit on that chair. You don't want to know why. Little backstory to that performance. I actually performed that number at my last live show, which happened in October. We were able to do some live shows with limited audiences over the summer and autumn here in Berlin. And it went down very well. And the fashions in that video that you just saw, I saw several of you commenting on it. The See You in Court tank top was given to me by a friend, apparently for some Swedish legal case against the government wanting to disallow adoption to same-sex couples. So yeah, quick little bit of queer backstory. And the little silver shawl that you saw me wearing in the colour moment was very kindly gifted to me by Joanne, who is watching from California. Thank you so much, Joanne. I like it very much. And what else was in there? Yeah, Club Mate bottles. Because, I mean, do I look like someone who owns dumbbells? No. But we all have to make do with our home workouts, however they might look, or not. No pressure. You are not required to exercise if you're at home or not. I mean, no, I'm not really one to talk. Anyway. So, like I said, we have a very fantastic, amazing, diverse, and talented lineup of guest performers this evening. The first one, who I'm about to introduce to you, was, we had talked about having this performer in my live show, but then, of course, the second lockdown happened, so we're making do right now with this online situation. Thank you so much to everyone for being so understanding and supportive. And this first performer, we met just in this last summer here in Berlin. They've been here for a while, I believe. Their name is Uruspia. Say it with me. Uruspia. Who describes themselves like this. Uruspia is a non-binary drag entity based in Berlin. Their drag is inspired by shapes, folklore, and the constant strive for perfection and battling anxiety. Relatable. The performance is a dedication to the constant dynamic of people coming and going from our lives. Lovely. So, with that in mind, please would you enthusiastically, with as much encouragement and support and queer love as you can muster, welcome to our virtual stage, Uruspia.
Once upon a time it was paradise. Once upon a time I was paralyzed. Think I'm gonna miss these harbor lights, but it's time to let it go. Once upon a time it was made for us. Woke up one day and it turned to dust. Baby, we were found, but now we're lost, so it's time to let it go. I want my house in the hills. Don't want the whiskey and pills. I don't give up easily.
Please give it up for Uruspia. Yes. Oh, wow. Lovely. Oh, how beautiful. And you may, I mean, certainly I could not tell from this video that this was actually Uruspia's very first pre-recorded video performance for an online drag show. Wow, amazing. I am constantly inspired and surprised and delighted by the creativity and ingenuity of queers around the world, and in Berlin particularly, who I have the joy of knowing, and that we are so versatile and able to adjust to this new, I'm just very obsessed with these nails, to this new reality that we are currently inhabiting, and that we can just transition to making videos for drag shows, video performances. Who knew? So thank you. Thank you so much for sharing that moment with us, Uruspia. We are very blessed, honoured, and highly favoured. Let's continue the tour of my humble abode. This is my other casual greeting room slash library slash, I don't know, this is a fainting couch over there. Yeah, it's where I entertain some more of my salubrious guests. Just something subtle. Didn't want to go too ornate, fancy, you know. I'm a subtle kind of girl, me. You might have noticed. I mean, barely any makeup, just a little tiny volume in my hair and some mascara. That's me. So I wanted this room to like reflect that part of my personality. Yeah. I mean, if I'm stuck at home with not much else to do, I'm gonna live my real estate fantasy. And I love that this, I mean, you'll see as we continue with the tour, this house makes absolutely no sense, but there you go. That's me. You're welcome. Okay, pressing on, because we have 4 more guest performers to see. Oh my goodness, how exciting. And the next one, this is terribly exciting to me. The next performer is coming to us all the way from Australia, from Sydney in Australia. Wow. So this is the thing about doing online shows that I really, really enjoy and appreciate, is that it has allowed me to connect with performers literally all over the world. In previous shows, we've had performers from Singapore, from Chile, from France, from the United Kingdom, from the United States. Where else? Yeah, lots of places. And I literally would probably never have met these people. I mean, I haven't actually met these people, most of them. But the fact that the internet is here to connect us all and to allow us to share our queer art and celebrate it with each other is such a pleasure and a joy that I am so happy to be able to take advantage of, to make the most of. So yeah. So, sorry, I can't help myself. Our next guest is named King Chad Love. And he describes himself like this. King Chad Love is the embodiment of drag as a safe and inspiring vehicle to push the boundaries of gender expression, to peel back gender constructs and embrace masculine energy and strength. Amen. So, would you please welcome to our little stage the one and only Australian drag king, King Chad Love.
I'm bringing same sexy back. Them other boys don't know how to act. Cardinal Raymond trying to condemn my ass. A sharper tongue than Sistine Chapel glass. Ouch. Take him to confession. The Catholic way. I got these shackles when I was ordained. I'm still holy though I misbehave. I see a rainbow every time I pray. Take him to the church. Come here, gays. Bisexuals too. VIP. Civil unions on me. It's a human right. Recognized by law. Still a holy love. Blessings from above. In the Pope-mobile. Cruising through the Vatican. VIP. Civil unions on me. Cause it's a human right. Recognized by law. Still a holy love. from above. I'm bringing same sexy back. Heteronormative is too compact. Oh, paper brothers, remove your cataracts. 'Cause love is love, watch my liturgical dance. Take 'em to confession. In anthropology, queer love is documented extensively. My alter ego got in the way. Let's rebuild Rome in just a single day. Take 'em to the church. Come here, gays. Bisexuals too. VIP. Civil unions on me. It's a human right. Recognized by law. Still a holy love. Blessings from above. In the Pope-mobile. Cruising through the Vatican. VIP. Civil unions on me. 'Cause it's a human right. Recognized by law. Still a holy love. Blessings from above. You ready? You ready? I'm bringing same sexy back.
Give it up for King Chad Love. Yes, you better work, Chad. Oh my goodness. Dope Pope indeed. Wow. Who would have thought of such a thing? Fantastic. Oh my goodness. Such talent, such audacity. I love it. I live, I die, I'm resurrected. Thank you, King Chad Love. That was fantastic. Unfortunately, I don't think King Chad is actually with us right now because it's 6 a.m. on a Sunday morning in Australia, in Sydney. But we'll wish him gratitude and praise from afar. Thank you so much, King Chad Love. I mean, since Chad lives in Australia, I don't know if you read the news. I mean, yeah. Ugh. I'm kind of obsessed with Australia right now. In a kind of morbid way. I don't know. Because they're one of the countries that has actually kind of managed to do a good job of containing corona. And it's really not a major problem there. So I've been following people in Australia on their Instagrams, on their social medias. And it's simultaneously... what's the word? It's both upsetting and depressing, but also hopeful, seeing that life is more or less back to normal in some parts of the world. If only we could have followed those kind of approaches. Maybe I shouldn't be talking about this. It's just going to get me depressed. Anyway, thank you, King Chad. Thank you for sending us some of that beautiful papal love our way. Yeah, so let's continue our little tour of my home. Oh, I have this it's my like makeup room / inspo area, like where I film my YouTube tutorials. Yeah, it's where I come to be like inspired and, you know, just like feel myself. It's very different than the others, right? I mean, like I said, this house makes no sense. And I make no apologies. So, deal with it. Speaking of making no apologies, that's not really a good segue, but I'm going with it. Usually, in my online shows, I give a little bit of astrology. I do a little week ahead astrology reading. And I will do that today with a slight twist. We're in Aquarius season, in case you don't know. Aquarius, any Aquarius is here. I'm an Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Jupiter, Aquarius Venus. That's me. I'm very Aquarius. Yeah, and this month we actually have the Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, and Saturn all in Aquarius. Not just this month. Some of those planets will be there longer. So, to make use of all this Aquarian energy, it's highly recommended to channel our genius into a creative project or healing modality, or to commit to a structured community/collective that is focused on freedom and empowerment through non-hierarchical intellectual discussion and or consciousness-raising practices. What does this mean? I'm not really sure, but it sounded fun. You know? So, what I've done this time, instead of reading out reading out the week ahead movement of the planets, what I'm going to do is play you a little video where I break down the horoscopes for each of the signs for Aquarius season. So, without further ado, here are your horoscopes for Aquarius season. And if you know them, please listen also for your, not just your sun sign, which is the one that you almost definitely know, but also your moon and rising sign. Those are also very good to know. So here we go. Okay.
Oh, hi there. It's Morgan.
I'm here today to give you a horoscope for Aquarius season of 2021. One thing coming up that might affect all of us this coming month is that Mercury will be retrograde from January 30th to February 21st, which is the majority of Aquarius season. Now, you may have heard of Mercury retrograde even if you don't know much about astrology. Mercury governs communication, and when it's retrograde, it can interfere with communication, especially with technology, so beware of technological mishaps. During a Mercury retrograde is also not the best time to sign contracts or make deals with people, so perhaps put that off to afterwards if you can. If you can't, just double and triple check your contract. So, with that said, let's dive into your horoscopes for Aquarius season 2021. Aries. This Aquarius season, the planets are asking you to consider who is important to you in your life, Aries. You may experience some old connections falling away in order to make room for new ones with new people. This also could be a good time to start a new business or something entrepreneurial, or just using your creative talents. This Aquarius season is a good time for new goals and intentions for you, Aries. It's also a moment to take some time off, relax, and chill out, which can be difficult for you, but give it a try. You'll benefit from it. Taurus. We know you can be impatient, Taurus, but at this moment your challenge is to go with the flow and accept the things you cannot change. Find a new dynamic and flow with the things around you that you're not in control of. It's also a time to break free from old habits or rituals and perhaps start a new career or vocation or calling. But Taurus, remember to have some fun doing it. You might even experience some romance, perhaps with yourself. Gemini. You may be trying to combine your spiritual and material worlds at the moment, and this Aquarius season the planets are asking you, are you taking in information that is inspiring and uplifting to you, or is it making you fearful and doubtful? This is also a good time to make new connections, to learn new things. Cancer. This is a time of new beginnings for you, Cancer. Though the process of this may be painful, your life will improve as a result. You may uncover some secrets, perhaps about yourself, those close to you, or the world. This may aid you in your pursuit. Have you ever considered making your own movies, Cancer? This is the time. Leo. This is a time where you may create new relationships, Leo, be it with new people, with old people in your life, or creating a new kind of relationship with someone who's already in your life. This may be romance, or business, or friendship. It's a time to open up your heart. You may even desire to study astrology, or tarot, or numerology. The planets are asking you at this moment, what can you do to bring out more of your creative potential? Virgo. Try not to be such a perfectionist, Virgo. We know this is hard for you. Take a risk. Do something new. This is a time for connecting with new people, people you might not otherwise usually connect with. This can be mind-opening. Now is also a good time to start new habits. Your challenge at this time is to take time off and relax while doing it. This isn't always easy for you, but the rewards will be worth it. Libra. Your challenge at this moment, Libra, is to balance between being cautious and careful with your actions and knowing where you can afford to be wild and free. Try balancing your commitments with new energies that are coming into your life. This may be a good time to start a new business, a new venture, a new project, perhaps a new romance, even if it's with yourself. Scorpio. What do you need to do to nurture your relationships in your life, Scorpio? This Aquarius season, you have the opportunity to create new relationships with your family members, or perhaps even create new family members. Have you ever considered writing a book, Scorpio? Now could be the time. Sagittarius. Here's a wild idea, Sagittarius. Try not going to extremes for once. This is a good time to network and share information, communicate in your daily life with the people around you. You might find out something useful. Did you ever try meditating, Sagittarius? Capricorn. Now is the time to do all the things you've always wanted to, Capricorn, but never thought that you could. You may experience new possibilities for making money, new projects arriving. The planets are inviting you to make the most of them. This is also an excellent time for you to study and learn new things. Aquarius. If you're an Aquarius sun, meaning you have your birthday in Aquarius season, this is a time to put yourself first and treat yourself. It's your time to shine, Aquarius. It's also a time for rebirth and reinvention. Step out of your comfort zone for once, Aquarius. Pisces. This Aquarius season is a time to let go and make space for new things to come into your life, Pisces. It's also an excellent time for you to spend time in nature. The planets are asking you to consider, what does your heart say when you react to situations? And also, what are you doing to take care of your health? So that was your horoscope for Aquarius season of 2021, my star babies. Please take care of yourselves and each other. Drink lots of water, wear a mask, be kind to animals, and may the odds ever be in your favor. Seems fitting for these times. Now back to you, Morgan, in the studio. Yeah, so there you go. That's your horoscope for Aquarius season. Is she frozen? Has she forgotten what she's going to say? Yes. I saw someone said in the comments, I think Natalie, your wig is amazing. Excuse me, this is my hair. I do not wear wigs. Just thought I'd get that cleared up before we move on. Something I forgot to mention previously is that you can follow all of the performers who've been in this show by scrolling down below me. There's pictures of their lovely faces. You click on them and it'll take you right to their Instagram profiles. Yes, please go follow these talented artists. Also, if you're feeling flush and generous and able to do so, you have the ability to tip us, to tip the performers this evening. There is a pink button below me that says tip the performers. It will take you to my PayPal account, and there you can send any amount you should wish, desire, and have the means to. And that money will be split between the performers after first taking 25% of it and donating it to Black Lives Matter. Because guess what? Black lives still matter. Yes. So that's happening. Yeah. So thank you in advance if you are able to tip. We very much appreciate your support because artists are not, unfortunately, as supported by our governments as many other professions. So, but I believe we are still very important. Who knows? Yes, we are. You are. Just a little look change. By the way, let's continue this tour of my modest little house. Here's the kitchen. Yeah, it's nothing fancy really. Just a little island with some dangly lights. I've lost a nail. Let's not look at that one. Yeah, this is where I make my cooking videos, where I get inspo. Excuse me. Okay, on with the show. Our next performer is someone who is here in Berlin, who lives in Berlin, but I've actually never met in person. We've only connected online. Another one of the fun aspects of doing online shows is connecting with all these people in the city where I indeed live. And I'm very excited to showcase this person's talent. So our next performer's name is Lilith the Quing. That's Queen and King together, in case that wasn't obvious. Lilith the Quing, the genderless shapeshifter, spacebender, dream drifter, is bringing fluidity and consciousness to this and other worlds. My goodness. Okay. That's okay. Okay. Please welcome warmly to our virtual stage here at Morgan's Drag Show for Quarantine People, Lilith the Quing. Oh, not you, Morgan. One moment, please. We're experiencing technical difficulties.
Ground control to Major Tom. Ground control to Major Tom. Take your protein pills and put your helmet on. 10. Ground control 9, to Major Tom. 8, 7, 6. Commencing countdown, engines on. 3, 2. Check ignition and may God's love be with you. This is ground control to Major Tom. You've really made the grade, and the papers want to know whose shirt you wear. Now it's time to leave the capsule if you dare. This is Major Tom to ground control. I'm stepping through the door, and I'm floating in a most peculiar way, and the stars look very different today, for here am I sitting in a tin can, far above the world. Planet Earth is blue, and there's nothing I can do.
Wow, give it up for Lilith the Quing. What? Oh my goodness. Amazing. Beautiful, fantastic, spectacular. Like I said, I'm constantly impressed by the creativity of queers here in Berlin and beyond. I mean, such simple but effective effects. Wow. Great. Amazing. And I never would have thought of that. This is why drag is a collaborative, not a competitive sport, in my opinion. Coming together, we make art that we would never think of making ourselves. Thank you so much. My goodness. You better work. Wow. Catch my breath after that. All that gorgeousness. Oh, my goodness. Okay. We have a few more. We have 2 more performers. And we also have 2 more rooms in my little house tour. Let's go now to my bedroom. Oh. Would you have ever thought that my most intimate parts were so pink? That's so dumb. This is my bedroom. Yeah, that's where I get dressed. And my heels. I don't know what that is. My son left his skateboard in here. Rutherford, you left your skateboard in my mummy's room. Yeah, it's pink. Ooh la la, because that's what the men's say when they're on my bed. Who is she? I don't even know. Can you tell I did not rehearse this? Spontaneity is next to godliness or something. Okay, back to reality, or some version of it that we are currently living in. Who knows what simulation this is. Like I said, we have 2 more performers. And our next one is a fellow Berlin drag performer that I have worked with. I've had the pleasure of working with a few times. And actually I realized this performer was in my live show more than a year ago. Goodness, where does the time go? And they have a very special video performance for us this evening, which requires or comes with a little explanation. So I'm going to read that for you that they have provided us. Okay. Oh, maybe I should tell you who it is. I promise you I've hosted shows before. Okay, it's Vivienne Lovecraft, everyone. It's Vivienne Lovecraft. That's not a secret. Yeah, give it up for Vivienne Lovecraft. And they say this in preface to their upcoming performance. I quote, "As a teen, while being still in the closet, I had many toxic friendships. I just tagged along with my peers and did everything not to be the lonely, weird Asian kid in school. I loved being the class clown because it seemed like people tended to love that about me, but deep inside it drove me crazy and sad because I just couldn't connect with them. They also never really connected with me. Usually I was the one suggesting hangouts or finding out on Mondays that they had met and had fun over the weekend without me. When my friends started dating each other in a heterosexual way, and started to care only about sexual and romantic relationships rather than friendships, it was kind of clear to me that what the real problem was. Being an Asian, feminine, closeted teen in the rural areas of northern Germany was not easy if you're alone, especially if you're lonely. So I kept playing the clown for everyone, making them laugh and happy, bringing 120% to every friendship, so at least I would not be alone. But their lives just passed by, and in the moments I stood still and looked around, I was still alone. This number is dedicated to everyone who experienced this as a teenager before we found each other as broken queer people, assembling a beautiful and colourful mosaic of clowns, outcasts, and lovers." So nice. Thank you so much, Vivienne Lovecraft, for sharing this with us. So please give it up for Vivienne Lovecraft.
Here in the garden, let's play a game. I'll show you how it's done. Here in the garden, stand very still. This'll be so much fun. And then she smiled, that's what I'm after. The smile in her eyes, the sound of her laughter. Happy to listen, happy to play, happily watching her drift away. Happily waiting, all on my own, under the endless sky. Counting the seconds, standing alone, as thousands of years go by. Happily wondering, night after night, is this how it works? Am I doing it right? Happy to listen, happy to stay, happily watching her drift away. You keep on turning pages for people who don't care, people who don't care about you. And still it takes you ages to see that no one's there, see that no one's there, see that no one's there. Everyone's gone on without you. Finally something, finally news about how the story ends. She doesn't exist now, survived by her son and all of her brand new friends. Isn't that lovely? Isn't that cool? And isn't that cruel? And aren't I a fool to have happily listened, happy to stay, happily watching her drift, drift, drift away.
Thank you so much, Vivienne Lovecraft. Please give it up for Vivienne Lovecraft, everyone. Oh, that look. So good. Oh my goodness. Thank you for sharing that vulnerability with us. Very much appreciated. I do have a soft spot for queer art that comes from pain and suffering. Call me a human, I guess. Yeah, you thought I was going to say something else there. No. Yeah. Thank you. Very relatable. And I like this idea of creating a mosaic out of these broken pieces. Yeah. Thank you, Vivienne. That was beautiful. If you've watched my show before, you may have actually noticed I've tried to do makeup inspired by this or a similar look to what Vivienne showed just now. I think hers is superior, however. But thank you for the inspiration. Wonderful. Go follow Vivienne on Instagram. There's a link to her profile below. A little picture of her face will take you to her profile. And since self-promotion never hurt anyone, you can also follow me. There's a link to my Instagram and my YouTube right next to my name below us here. And on YouTube, I post videos every single week. Yes, that's right. She's trying to become a YouTube influencer, whatever that means nowadays. I also post recordings of these shows on YouTube. So if you want to watch previous ones, there are 11 other editions. You can see those there, as well as other nonsense that I post. You also have the option, should you be someone who does not like social media so much, I actually have a newsletter. Name another queen who has a newsletter. I don't know, probably there are ones, but I'm one of them. There's a green button below that says sign up to my newsletter if you would like to be notified just once a month about drag things related to what I'm doing, including this show. Yeah, so there you go. Since we're close to the end of our show, I have just one space left to show you. That's my backyard, because I will soon be kicking you out of my house. That is correct. I'm sorry. Not sorry. I mean, yeah. It's my show. It's my house. And we have one more performer to share with you this evening. This is also very exciting. We have a guest who has come to us all the way from Pennsylvania in the United States. And this is very exciting. Her name is Anita Tension. Anita Tension. I do love a drag queen name pun. Anita Tension. Anita Tension. Anita Tension is a queen of lightning. She's got style, class, and a lot of... No, that doesn't work in my accent. I have to read this in American. Okay, here we go. Here's my American accent. Anita Tension is a queen of lightning. She's got style, class, and a lot of ass. She's a real sweetheart, but once you make her angry, she turns blue and unleashes her electric power. Written like a true Gemini that Anita is. So please welcome to our little virtual stage, all the way from Pennsylvania in the United States, Anita Tension.
Let me check my chest, my breath right quick. He ain't never seen it in a dress like this. He ain't never even been impressed like this. Probably why I got him quiet on a set like zip. Like it, love it, need it, bad. Take it, own it, steal it, fast. Boy, stop playing, grab my ass. Acting like you shy. Shed it, save it, keep it, push it while you beating round the bush. You know when you want all this. Yeah, yeah. I let them bitches hate and I have you with me. I love my saying you mad committed. Really than anybody you had them ready. I let the body out of that ass and titties.
you better work, Anita. Tension. Give it up for Anita. Tension. Yes. Oh my goodness. Life of the party. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. The cinematography. My goodness. I hope that camera person was being paid. Work. Joking. Those looks. I mean, we love a wig reveal. Amazing. Goodness. And remember, anyone remember when we could do that, like in-person live shows with audiences? Yeah, me neither, really. What a world away. Goodness. Also, I find it, every time I see this, I always find it really humorous. Whenever I see videos of drag performances in the US where the audience is tipping as the performer is performing with dollar bills, presumably. I'm like, can you imagine that happening in Europe? Like people throwing €1 coins at you. What a nightmare. Wow. Thank you, Anita. Tension. Thank you. Goodness. Like I said, we're almost at the end of our show. But before we get there, don't forget to follow our guest performers on Instagram. Links are below with their beautiful faces. Also, if you are feeling generous and flush and generous and like supporting queer art, you have the option to tip us. There is a pink button that says tip the performers. It takes you to my PayPal. You can send any amount you should desire. 25% of the tips collected this evening will be donated to Black Lives Matter, and then the rest will be split between the performers. So thank you so much for supporting queer art and Black Lives Matter. Please, also go donate to Black Lives Matter independently if you feel inclined. Just thought I'd make it a little easier for you. 2 in 1. Yes. Oh, goodness. Wow. Okay. Pause for a technical difficulty. Here we go. Yeah, okay. So how are you doing? Hi, how's it going? Hey. Talk amongst yourselves. This was amazing. This was lovely. That was our last guest performer. But if you insist, if you must, if you absolutely just can't live without it, I'll give you one more little number. Would you like that? Yes. Let me know in the comments. Would you like me to give you a little farewell into the night? Into this beautiful Saturday evening or Sunday morning or Saturday afternoon, wherever you are. Okay. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram and on YouTube, where I release videos every week. I have some really fun videos coming soon. Almost as fun as this show. Okay, here we go. One more number. Yes, give it up for me, your host, Morgan Wood.
I'm going backwards through time at the speed of light. I'm yours, you're mine. 2 satellites, not alone. No, we're not alone. A freeze frame of your eye in the strobe light. Sweat dripping down from your brow. Hold tight, don't let go.
So thank you everyone for being here. Thank you so much for joining our little show. Thank you so much. I couldn't do this without you, literally. I mean, what is a drag queen without an audience? Thanks for being here through these weird and strange and unusual times. We will get through this together. Please be kind to each other. Wear a mask when you go outside. Look after yourselves and tip your drag performers. Hey. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Don't forget to tune in next time. Next month we'll have a live show too. Oh my goodness. I mean, this makeup is almost too good to end the show. Do you just want to stare at it for another half hour? Well, no, I'm not sitting around for that. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for coming. Thanks for supporting. Love you. Bye. Bye.